In Karnataka, a quiet audit uncovered something deeply troubling. Not a headline-grabbing heist, not a dramatic overnight scandal, but something far more dangerous. Money meant for young athletes may not have reached them. The audit into the Department of Youth Empowerment and Sports revealed serious financial irregularities, gaps in records, questionable spending, and a lack of clear accountability. At first glance, it looks like paperwork issues. But when you look closer, it becomes something else. Because this wasn't just any funding. This was money intended to build facilities, to support training programs, to give young athletes a chance. And when that system breaks, opportunity disappears. Imagine a young athlete waking up before sunrise, training with worn-out equipment, dreaming of something bigger. Now, imagine the funds that could have supported that dream. Never arriving. No upgraded facilities. No proper coaching. No pathway forward. Instead, incomplete projects, delayed initiatives, and missing transparency. The audit didn't just point to errors. It pointed to a system where oversight failed, where money moved, but results didn't follow. And in systems like this, the damage is invisible at first, because there's no immediate collapse. No single moment where everything stops. Just a slow erosion. Programs that never launch. Facilities that remain unfinished. Talent that quietly fades away. This is the crime at the center of the story. Not just financial mismanagement, but the silent theft of opportunity. Because every missing resource, every unexplained transaction, every delayed project represents something lost. A future athlete, a potential champion, a dream that never gets the chance to exist. And the most troubling part? For a long time, no one noticed. The impact of missing or mismanaged funds doesn't stay in reports. It spreads across fields, training centers, and communities. Young athletes are the first to feel it, not through official announcements, but through absence. The absence of proper equipment, the absence of opportunities, the absence of support, a training ground without proper facilities, a program that suddenly stops, a competition that never happens. For many athletes, especially in developing systems, support is everything. Without it, progress stalls, dreams shrink, and sometimes they disappear completely. Coaches are forced to improvise, using outdated gear, sharing limited resources, trying to motivate athletes with less and less. Parents begin to question the system. Why isn't the promised support reaching their children? Where is the funding going? Communities that once believed in sports as a pathway forward begin to lose confidence. Because sport isn't just recreation, it's opportunity for education, for recognition, for a better future. When that pipeline weakens, the consequences extend far beyond the field. Local economies tied to sports development slow down. Talent pipelines shrink. National competitiveness declines. And perhaps most damaging, trust is broken. Because once people believe the system is unreliable, participation drops, hope fades, and a generation of athletes grows up believing that effort alone isn't enough. That something behind the scenes determines success, and it's out of their control. This is the ripple effect, invisible at first, but devastating over time, because it doesn't just affect individuals, it affects the entire ecosystem. The turning point came when the audit findings surfaced, not through speculation, but through documented evidence. Financial records were examined, expenditures reviewed, processes questioned, and what emerged wasn't a single mistake, but a pattern. Irregularities in how funds were allocated, gaps between budgets and actual outcomes, a lack of consistent oversight. The audit didn't just ask where the money went. It asked why the system allowed it. Because in well-functioning systems, safeguards exist. Checks, balances, accountability. But here, those safeguards appeared weakened or inconsistently applied. And that's where the investigation deepens. Because financial irregularities rarely exist in isolation. They are often symptoms of something larger, a system that isn't being properly monitored, Officials began facing scrutiny. Processes were questioned publicly. Transparency became a demand, not an option. And for the first time, attention shifted from results to accountability. This is where the narrative changes, from quiet concern to public exposure. Once the findings became public, silence was no longer possible. Media attention increased. Public concern grew. Questions became louder. What happened to the funds? Who is responsible? How did this go unnoticed? Officials now face pressure, not just to explain, but to act. The demand isn't just for answers. It's for reform, stronger oversight, clear accountability, systems that prevent this from happening again. Because this isn't just about correcting past mistakes. It's about preventing future ones. And in moments like this, systems are tested. Will they adapt? Or will they return to old patterns? At its core, this story is about more than money. It's about trust. The trust that systems designed to support athletes actually do. The trust that opportunity is real, not just promised. The future of sports in Karnataka now depends on what happens next. Will reforms be implemented? Will transparency improve? Will systems become stronger? Or will this become another case that fades over time? Because if nothing changes, the consequences will repeat. And the real loss won't be financial. It will be human. Lost potential, missed opportunities, unrealized dreams. The end game isn't just about fixing a system. It's about restoring belief in it. Because without trust, no system can truly function.